this course, I thought this was just about dieting, and that's not it at all. What it's really forced me to do is look at not only what I eat, what I drink, but it's also a whole range of exercises that are very stimulating and maybe look at my whole life. And so by getting to do that, I found that I've recaptured something that I had been missing for a long while. And so, and by putting all the times down about when I'm eating, it's really forcing me to look at everything I'm doing. And it's been a monumental shift for me. And I've lost about 10 pounds, but what it's also opened up for me is I've been walking every day. I've been working on the spin jumps every day, which exercise had not been a part of my life, other than getting up and going to the refrigerator. So, and eliminating all the desserts, and so it's been really tremendous. And then having all of you others on the calls here, it's just getting the feedback, and today learning about something new that now I'm going to start trying it.
And what course is it that you're on?
I'm
just looking for you to say what the name of the course is.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the EAT, and I use the journal that Forbes has written, and it's been monumental shift, and I had no idea when I walked into this and got on these calls that it would be so transforming. And I'm blessed to be involved with this group.
Awesome. I think everyone feels that way. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Sally, how would you like to go next?
Sure. So I started the 21-day Eat Journal, and at first it was just for me to try to lose weight, and really, I mean, I just wanted more energy because I was finding that I was really tired and sluggish, and we did it around Christmas time, so it was really difficult getting on the program at first for me. And then somewhere around week 3, it just like all kind of clicked. And, you know, we started coming to these online meetings, and they really helped. We kind of formed a friendship here with the other people participating, and it just made it interesting and fun. And I've lost 6.5 pounds for doing that over Christmas week is is something where I would have probably gained weight. I actually lost it. And I find that I have more energy and I feel better about myself. Doing the little happiness exercises every day, and I find that my mind is a lot clearer and I feel better about myself and about the program.
Well, I just have one more question for you, and that is, I have a nice big piece of chocolate for you. Would you like it?
No, that's okay.
I tutor, and I was at the student's house the other day, and they pulled out a batch of brownies.
Oh, no. Did you have one?
No, I did not.
Oh, that's funny.
And I didn't share the story either.
Pat, how would you like to go next for me, please?
I would love to. I saw that, you were starting this program and I wanted to go on, and then, you said the date was the second week of December, and I thought, do I really want to do this? This is the month, where you just eat and eat and eat with all the holidays. But I said yes. I'm glad I did, because I haven't been on a diet. I've been eating things. I've just been making wiser choices. And if I know, like for instance, New Year's Day, I spent with friends of ours who are Italians and great cooks and make everything from scratch. I knew that, well, I can forego that cake, that store-bought cake, because you know what? Next week I'm going to be eating with them all that homemade. Oh, I had homemade macaroni and lobster, homemade bread and cheese, homemade cake. And I have lost 6.5 pounds. I'm sure once I get on the scale again this week, it'll be more. I'm down 6 inches total from my waist down. I have never, ever, ever started January with losing weight.
Bravo. Bravo.
Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Penny.
Hey, well, I have to say that this has been a really wonderful experience. You know, Nick and I had our experience with Forbes on our radio show and watching her in different streaming and whatnot. And when she put this offer up to join this 21-day program with her, I thought, God, to have an experience with her would be awesome. So I told Nick, I says, yes, I'm going to sign up for this. And I realized it was at the holidays. And no, it didn't matter what we had on. I knew I could find some way to find an hour a day. So when I started this, I didn't have the book. I only had my spin gym, which I had been using for a couple months before that, and really saw an amazing difference even without knowing what the hell I was doing with it. And so when I started, finally, when I got the journal, I didn't really know what was going to happen, how many people were going to stick with it, or who was going to actually teach me something besides Forbes, because I find anytime you do a group thing, you're going to learn from everybody. So I wanted to see exactly how things were going to, play out. And as I went through the book, I was very impressed with just the fact that all of a sudden, by the end of the first week, I was being forced to look at myself again. And I had just lost 60 pounds about 1.5 years before that and had an emergency surgery. And with trials in my life, I started gaining weight back. When I got on this program, all of a sudden, my brain woke up. And I have to say, writing things down, going through these little exercises that she has in this wonderful book called the Eat Journal, I see that there is this button that goes off where all of a sudden you realize that you're having a relationship with you. And you're able to look at yourself in the mirror, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And the fact that we are all here every day sharing different things with each other and being real and transparent. And that's what I love about Forbes. She's so transparent. She's had me in tears. I can't even tell you so many times. And, it's because she makes you look at you. She makes you see what you are about. And, I think that is amazing. And it doesn't matter where we come from, what we're doing, the fact that we are trying to make ourselves better. That's all that matters, and we're all the same. We all bleed the same. We all, we all start from the same point. And here we are now at week 6. And, I'm just like flabbergasted. I'm ready to start it all over again and do another.
Amen.
I did.
Amen.
And I love these relationships. I think, that's one thing that she does do. She brings everybody together and she makes us real. And that's what I love about her. And I love about her program.
That was
Bravo.
awesome. Thank you. Thank you. That is just, that's true. You hear that over and over and over again. That's just, she's so real. Like, she's so transparent. She's so Forbes.
So Forbes, yeah, there you go. That's really good. I love people like that. I think the more transparent you are with me, the more I connect with you.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Miss Cindy.
Hello, Chuck. Long time no see.
Yeah.
I too have joined in with the EAT Journal program, the non-diet weight loss program.
Yes.
But it's more than a weight loss program. It's really for the whole body and mind. And starting, everyone said, starting in December, I thought too, this is going to be really tough. But it wasn't. We got through it, and I've lost so far 12 pounds. I'm at 12 now.
All right.
Even with that
Congratulations.
weekend, I came home 2 more pounds down. So yes, and it's allowed me to realize that it's important to keep track of what you eat because it makes you accountable. And you're accountable only to yourself. So if you choose to eat something that's sweet or whatever, it's okay as long as you own it and you write it down. So writing it down has kept me definitely accountable to myself, and doing the exercises has also been helping, I think, with mood, with just the way I'm looking at life. So it's really been an awesome program, and I would highly recommend it to anybody. We've formed a great team here. Pat and I had the opportunity to spend the weekend at Forbes Factor, which I'd also recommend to absolutely anybody. It's an awesome program, just as her EAT program is.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. How about a testimonial from you?
I love it.
Well, I have not been following it nearly as tightly as you guys have. I really feel that based on your guys' testimonials, though, because you guys have actually convinced me to really do it.
Yeah.
Bravo.
I love that.
Because I really haven't, because I've been so busy, and I can use that excuse, but I just haven't done it. I've never really had a weight concern until I was in my accident, and I had to be almost completely still for about 12 months.
Wow.
And so at an older age, your metabolism slows down, and I feel like I've probably gained 20 pounds from just sitting around. So I think what I'm going to do, or what I am going to be doing, is as soon as she starts her new course up, I'm just going to join right along with them.
Yeah.
You guys really, just look at every one of your results. There's nobody here that hasn't said that I was in my 3rd week or my 4th week, and all of a sudden it was like a switch was flipped. That it's like a transformation just in how you look at the food and your relationship with food, and how you are just my hardest challenge will be not the eating portion of it, but the writing it down. Just to have the book with me and to write it down. But I would love to have the same results as any one of you guys. Because I want to lose pounds, I want to lose inches. And I know that with a guy, it seems to come off a little bit quicker. And I don't know what that is. It's a curse of, I don't know what it is. If it's our metabolism is different or what, I really don't know. But it's still, as you get older, it still is harder. As a kid, I just was always moving, so I never ever had a problem. But as anyone gets older, all of a sudden it's not quite that easy. So diets are starvation, suffer, you name it. And then whenever you starve yourself and then you start eating, it seems like it pounds on the weight twice as much as it did before.
Yeah, it does.
So to be able to have a system where, and I love the saying, what you eat and what's eating you. Because a lot of eating is emotional, is stress, is, whatever. But so I would love to introduce this to my family. My whole family comes from, I'm probably the thinnest one in my family. The rest of my family is quite obese. So, the pants that Courtney showed. That's
Yeah.
pretty standard in my family, and it's sad. And they're the typical, I'm going to go on a diet. January, I'm going to start this diet.
Yeah.
And then March comes around, and I'm going to have to get back on that diet.
Yeah.
And how often do you hear, and I think it's more, and I don't mean this in any negative respect or anything, but I think you hear it more from females. I got to go on a diet than you do men. And it doesn't matter if you see a nice, fit female or someone that's not fit. They all look at themselves, and I think everybody's that way, but they all look at themselves as the same. I wish I could be a little thinner, or I wish I could be a little bit more fit. And so that's the power of the Eat Journal, I think, is that you just kind of learn how to. I was so impressed. I saw we had a good spread of food here every day during the.
Who did the food?
But there were a lot of good choices, though.
Yes, there were.
And I see Cindy come out of the room. She instead of taking a full piece of salmon, she takes a little piece of salmon, and she just has a little bit of food. And I'm thinking,
He's watching us.
wow! I just happened to notice that. I thought,
Yeah, but that's good. See that,
Good
and
for
that
you.
taught you something.
right.
Mhm.
And so, and no, I wasn't watching. I just happened to be walking by her as she came out of the conference room.
Let's see the video.
Yeah. Okay, I happen to have it on film. But the first thing that went through my head is that Eat Journal really, really works.
Did you see me sneak my almonds into the room?
No, I didn't.
Or the brownies.
Did? You snuck almonds in? See, that's a pocket thing.
Yeah. And so is the spin gym. So that's my testimonial, is that I really feel that it really, really works, and I feel like I'm to the point where I need to start because I want to get back down to where I was. I'd like to.
Great.
And I'm tall enough that someone would look at me, because I hear this a lot, you don't need to lose weight. Well, yeah, I do. For me, I do.
Mhm.
So it's my comfort weight, not your comfort weight for me.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all about you, Chuck.
Yeah,
Not about anybody else.
not anybody else. I don't
Just like
care
for
what
me,
you-
it's all about me.
Yeah, it's all about me.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, but anyway, I want to thank you. It's a little bit after 8, and I know we kind of started a little late. Sorry about that. I was trapped in a room when Forbes is filming. You can't move. You can't make a noise.
Can't
Yeah.
make
Can't do
any
anything
noise.
because
It picks it up.
but as soon as, not only picks it up, but as soon as because the camera really picks up if you turn your head a little bit or even move your eyes to look at something. And so if that happens, then she's got to start all over again.
Oh,
So I can't even move or anything. Once I'm there, I got to sit and I'm going, I got to start this class.
Are we gonna see Forbes this week?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
She'll be on tomorrow. So tell her that I did an awesome job because I won't be on the class.
You did a fabulous job.
I
take checks.
Yeah, I
See,
did.
you've been bonding with part of the group too, so they have,
So, but yeah, it was a great weekend, and then we're just gonna pick up where we left off. And I know she's gonna be starting another 21-day thing because I would like to record. And thanks to Penny, she showed us how to transfer the recordings and still keep them. So
I'll tell you something. When I learned that, I said somebody I know is going to want to know this one. Because it was crazy. Because what happened was,